Welcome back, everyone. You're watching Weather Underground. We're taking a look at the Sierra snowpack right now out in California. In the northern Sierra, 217% of average, central 251, and in the southern Sierra, 322% of normal. That's incredible, right? Then you take a look. There's the late season snow that's on the way, believe it or not. Places like Mammoth Lakes could see upwards of a foot of snow on the way, just adding to the epic snowpack we've had so far this year. So, of course, that sets us up for a friend of the show, Kevin Coop Cooper, founder of Cooper Marketing and Media. Coop, always great to talk to you. Last time we talked to you, I mean, it was like apocalyptic where you were. Give us an update. Say, like, how's the last month gone there?
That's a great question, Mike. I was just listening to you a second ago. It just doesn't stop here. Mammoth about 890 inches season to date. Up at the Sierras, up here, Sugar Bowl at the top of Echo Summit, 792 inches. Kirkwood just a little further south than that, about 709 inches. It has been amazing when it comes down to snow quality, and just the amount of water and precip that we've seen here in the Sierra. But it just doesn't stop. I mean, we've been seeing temperatures about 68 degrees. It's 36 right now. It snowed 4 inches last night. There's no letting up. Mother Nature just wants to give Tahoe some water this year.
Seriously. So I know we've got flooding issues. We'll talk about that in a second, but let's start with all the positives. How good news is this in terms of headlines for your area?
Alex, absolutely great news when it comes down to the water tables up here. It's amazing how much snow. It is melting off quite quickly, though. But, I mean, we're really looking good now as we're starting to catch up. We're starting to fill our reservoirs back up, so it's looking good on that aspect. Challenging, though, for the ski resorts and the businesses. Everybody's kind of doing a little bit of a recap of the winter. And we lost some of the major holidays right after Christmas. We lost Martin's and President's just because of the onslaught of snow. It didn't stop, literally, from the 26th of December all the way through the end of April. It just kept snowing and delivering more and more. Not small, not like 3 inches, 4 inches. These were 1, 2, 3, 4 foot hits each and every time. Heavy, wet, but the quality of snow, Alex, was amazing. When you got out, it was cold smoke pow.
So let's talk now about the ramifications of all that cold smoke pow, right? A lot of wet ground right now, and a lot of rivers that are really running high as a result. What's flooding been like in and around where you are?
Well, up here right now, it's not really happening here in the basin, but the runoff out of Lake Tahoe is quite immense right now. Now, Tahoe only runs down to Reno. The Truckee is running about 3,100 cubic feet per second. But the American, South Fork of the American, and down towards the East Carson are all running anywhere between 3,500 cubic feet per second and 4,000. So it's challenging. If people want to get into those waters, there is definitely swift water challenges out there. Now, downstream, when you get down towards Folsom, those folks down in Sacramento and down in the Reno area, they need to find where they're going to put the water and how they're going to save the water. So I think that's the biggest challenge. The other good news is hopefully we're not going from winter to fire season. We're in flood season now. Hopefully we don't go to fire season, but I think this upper elevation snow will stick around for quite some time and hopefully mitigate those challenges that we've had over the last several years.
Yeah, that's a great point because we have had the fires. You talk about the ski resorts. I guess I hadn't thought of that too much snow keeping people from making it to the resorts. Do they think they're going to be able to make it up maybe on the back end, keep folks skiing a little bit later?
Great question, Alex. But no, that's when you run a resort or extend the season, it's great for the pass holders. But those those day ticket drivers, those day trippers that come to Tahoe, they disappear really down in the Bay Area. They're looking at tennis, golf, surfing, mountain biking, all the things that they want to do outside. So they really will not make that up. Resorts are closing. North Star closed yesterday. Heavenly did. Kirkwood's still open on the weekend. Mammoth is still skiing really well right now, but they're probably going to try and close down as quickly as possible because we're in the month of May now. Only Mammoth will really stay open towards the 4th of July. Some resorts might pop open and open up, but they're really going to watch those bottom lines right now because of all the missed skier days this year with the challenges on the roads and just the amount of snow that fell when they had to close due to avalanche mitigation or safety issues on the mountain.
Kevin Cooper, founder of Cooper Marketing and Media. Always a pleasure, my friend. We'll talk soon.
Take care, guys. You have a great day. We'll see you on the mountain.
Yeah, I would have never thought about that, but I guess, yeah, you can't really make it up because the holidays are when people are like, oh, we've got a long weekend, we're going to go buy the day passes.
And now it's like, the fresh powder is harder and harder to come by.
Yeah.
So you're going up there on maybe like, snowcat trails and maybe not as fun as it is, earlier in the season.
So glad he can break it down for us. Well, our coverage continues next on the Weather Channel. By the way, Storm Center kicks off at 5 o'clock.
Milk with your cereal.